This is JD Vance and his wife Usha Vance. And before, I was doing some research in terms of shape-shifting, and I was looking at like the shape-shifting of eyes, shape-shifting of hands and skin. But I was not totally like believing everything. I was still doing my research, and I was looking so I was looking into shape-shifting hands because I was like, okay, this feels like it's a thing, but I'm not sure. But I saw this video of Usha, this lady, that is DJ Vance's wife. So Usha Vance, I saw her hands, and her hands is totally shape-shifting in this one. And I believed it because I figured this out on my own. You won't see this on the internet. I saw this and I was like, wow, okay, I figured it out for myself. I saw it for myself. This is real. And no one. So watch this. Watch her hand and how it shape shifts. I'll bring it closer. So over here you can see how her hand is changing color and changing shape and almost becoming animalistic and round through her thumb. And even her fingers at the bottom, they are changing shape and totally changing color. And the change of color begins in the tips of the finger, and it like kind of moves up. So you can see how everything is like twisting and turning into like an animal claw. And she's like trying to distract people, and as they do that, it becomes normal. And then she goes back down again, and then it starts again there. It starts to change shape. So if you notice the two hands, one is more human looking, the other one is more spread apart and animal looking. Reminds me of like those monkey shaped fingers. So see how it just moves. So I was like, wow. It's like these people really shapeshift. And she's like hiding it. She looks a bit nervous. She's holding her husband's hand. And she's like spazzing over there. And be like, oh. And then shapeshifting again. And she's trying to soothe. Actually, she's soothing herself. So it looks like it's involuntary. And it just happens. So I'll let you watch this on your own.
Yep, there it is. Michael Jordan on the breakaway.
So over here, this is Michael Jordan. I wanted you to see his shape-shifting long arms. Look at how long that is. So these are all shape-shifters. That's your Michael Jordan. So that's your shape-shifting athletes. So this comes from a channel called Reptilian Israel, and the reptilian royal couple, Prince and Princess of Japan. So you can see over here, if you watch her fingers, you can see how it's pointing downwards, the index finger and the thumb. So that is consistent. You will see that particular way of pointing, like the index finger and the thumb, that sits together like that. You will see that quite consistently in shape-shifting hands. So this princess is not the only one doing it. I've seen it in other people. Even when they're not shape-shifting, their hand kind of stays like that, indicating they are shapeshifters. So you can see how her hand is doing that. So that's your reptilian hand. So hands for them is something that is more difficult to control. And it's very spontaneous for them. And when they have these sudden shape-shifting, they sometimes even tend to hide it. They hide it. They put their hand behind and hide their shape-shifting. So I've seen a few instances the hand doing the same thing. So in this video you can see Angelina Jolie and his or her daughter or son, and how their hands are shape-shifting. And then I want you to see that guy over here. I want you to watch his hand when he puts his phone down, and look what happens to his finger. That pointing, one finger pointing down, and that thumb. So they do that. So when they glitch to the hologram, that happens, or maybe he's shape-shifting because he tends to hide it. See how he hides his hand after it shape-shifts? So that's your pointing, and then he hides it. Those people around them are all reptilians, so not just the royals are reptilians, but everyone around them. All reptilians, it's all the serpent seed, all reptilians. And that's the queen's eye, someone showing. So in this video as well, you can see how this man's hand is curling up at the back and becoming very skinny and pointy, like a reptilian's hand. Have a look here. Look at the back of his hand. Right there, how it's changing color and becoming very pointy and curls back. So this person making the video is actually talking about other anomalies in this video, but I happen to notice the hand. So you can see that, how the hands are very sensitive to shape-shifting. So this is actually a British guard, according to this person that made this video. In this video, you will see Melania Trump wearing gloves, and you will see this guard next to her that is wearing like a prosthetic hand, which is like I think they do that to hide their anomalies, like glitching through the hologram or shape-shifting. But most importantly, I want you to watch Baron Trump, Trump's son, and how his hand curls up like that British guard that I showed you. And it does the exact same thing. So have a look at his hand. And also Baron walks very funny. He walks in a very animalistic way as well. So you can watch his hand there from the back, how it curls up, changes color and becomes very pointy. It's the same thing as that British guard. It does the same thing. So this is a great video, and you can see the shape shifting of both these people, both these two, Putin and that Indian man. Both the hands. I'll show you. Look at that Indian man's hand. Look at Putin's hand. So look at their hands. Look at the Indian man's hand. Look how he has like reptilian clawy hands. So that can indicate hologram glitch or shape shifting. The way they hold their hands like a fist, very tight. So you can see that it's like that's not a human hand at all. And even the hand on this side, see how it's curling up, doing the same thing. It's like they cannot make a full fist. That index finger poking out. That incredible claw that you can see. There's this another guy behind here with his index finger and thumb again. So that's another shape-shifting person. So here he's doing that. He's doing the index finger thing. It's clear as day. You can't tell me that's a human hand. That is not a human hand. And over here, this is Putin walking. And somehow he's only walking with one hand. And his one hand is still and the other hand is moving. But look at how white his other hand is. And how chubby it is compared to the other one. If I just do that, that is not a human hand. So it's two different colors, looks a bit more chubbier, not as reptilian, but maybe mixed with other animals. So I believe they're mixed with other animals and they have every type of animal hybrids. And maybe this is a deeper meaning of the Freemasons' hidden hand. When they say the Freemasons' hidden hand, maybe this is another layer of that. So it's not just discoloration, but also the shape. And it's a shorter hand as well. Like how animals have shorter hands. And how he's always holding his thumb. When he makes a fist. In this video, I want you to see Putin's hand, how it shapeshifts. And then this man as well. See how his hand is doing that monkey claw or the monkey hand, the very spaced out index finger and thumb. So you can watch those two. So Putin's hand over there, how he hides his thumb, and behind that man, how his hand looks normal, and then he puts it up, and then it's like shapeshifts there. So it looks normal there, and it starts to shapeshift a little bit. Are actually shape-shifting. So look at Bill's hand there, how long it is. Bill has very long hands in general. That's indicating he's like some type of reptilian with extremely long hands. But you can see how the color changes. And look at Hillary's hand there. It's crazy. And over here, if you look at her hands, it looks pretty crazy. And then it tends to like change color as well. But then if you go there, it's like a totally different creature right there. So that makes me think it's not shape-shifting, but more the hologram. So look at the God's hand next to her. Look at his hands. Look at Hillary's hand there. It's the same color as her clothing. And look how crazy it is, her hands. And look at the God's hand next to her. Look at Bill's hand. So that's your hologram glitch. It's like, look. Like everyone's hand. And look at Hillary's hand there. It's just not even human. So that's more like a hologram glitch. Look at her hands there. Look at the God's hand next to her. And then if you come over here as well, you will see that demonic hands. That's your hologram glitch. So the animal is really coming out of this talented artist. So this one, they're not hiding how big the hands are. They're showing these things.
Ist es nicht schön, wenn alles im Leben auf Knopfdruck kommt? Strom, Licht, Wasser. Selbst meine Lieblingsfilme krieg ich jetzt auf meinen Fernseher. Hier, auch auf Knopfdruck. Alles, was ich brauche, ist ein TDSL-Anschluss und ein Media Receiver für T-Online Vision. Ah, mein Abendessen. Der Pizzabote.